I think I'm going to mow this weekend. It's getting pretty out of hand. And before somebody says, yeah, you're just a lazy little slob. I wasn't being lazy. What it was is last year I cut the grass with, testing mowers for lawnmower hobby business. And by August, the grass was so brown and dead, it was just a dust bowl here. So this year, I thought, well, I'm going to take it easy. So the last time I mowed the grass, I was testing the mower, and it just seems like Husqvarna and Craftsman, they cut lower than my John Deere. And so it's like it's digging into the dirt. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to let the grass recover. Here it is, getting to be mid-July, and I just didn't want it to burn up like it did last year. So I was going to let it remain thick. Well, it has done nothing but rain. I mean, it's just, we're constantly raining. So it has gotten pretty thick. And I try to cut it on Sundays because inevitably, if I do anything throughout the week, somebody will call and say, I need to drop off a lawnmower. I've been sitting here for 3 days. Nobody has called. We decided we were going to run into town real quick. Haven't done that in several days. Just run in, come right back. Sure enough, somebody called. So I like to cut it on Sundays. That way Carolyn doesn't have to chase me down to get me on the phone. Though somebody will still call, but at least I can say, well, it's Sunday. I was cutting the grass. So now my trimmer, I had to steal a part off my trimmer to fix a customer's trimmer. The throttle cable. The part is coming from China and it's taking forever for it to get here. I mean, it's still moving, but boy, it's slow. So I skipped the last time trimming, and it's going to need trim. So I hope that part gets here soon. Otherwise, we'll be skipping it again, and I just can't afford to skip. But anyway, I at least had a reason for letting it grow so thick. Really, the only real thick spot is where the chicken coop used to be. When you get down to the other side of the solar panels, it really isn't all that thick anymore. I mean, it's looking pretty bad, but it's not unmanageable. This is all reasonable. It'll cut okay. Just go slow. But, just whatever, so the trolls can complain. I mean, I had a troll complain the other day. Do you put your glasses down all the time so you can see? Maybe that's just a brilliant idea. Let me understand this. Let's see, there's 2 minutes and 57 seconds on this video. Yeah, I can't see that now. I can see. And the thing is, they think they're being so clever. I guess is the best way. Did you put your glasses down so you can see? Isn't that why most people wear glasses? I don't need it other than close up. These are just reading glasses you buy from Dollar General. I can see just fine elsewhere. Otherwise, actually, I don't even need the right lens because I can't see out of that eye at all. I am going to go get my eyes checked. I think I haven't told Carolyn this yet. Before I get my next driving test, I just want to make sure this eye is okay. I've been checking road signs. I can read the road sign over there, but things are starting to get a little blurry. So just want to get that corrected on my one good eye. But I still think I could pass the driving test. With that blurriness and this one being completely blind, it just makes me panic every time I see a blurry. Like, oh no, this one's going out. But I will say, somebody asked me about the carnivorous diet the other day, and they were on it and they cheated on the carnivorous diet. And I don't know if they were asking if I cheated, I don't remember. But I didn't cheat, and I'll tell you the only reason I did not cheat on the carnivorous diet was this eye. I didn't want to lose this one. I was pretty sure the diet is what caused this. Sugar got, I don't know all the scientific stuff, and I'm sure a troll's gonna Google it just so they can correct me, because they're so much smarter than me. It's just I don't have Google sitting right here in front of me while I'm talking to you. But at the time, a doctor or something on YouTube said that sugar is what's causing this. So, or even a diabetic thing. So I got off sugar, and I don't know if I saved this eye or not, but it's what, been 3 years, 4 years that this eye's been out, and this one hasn't gotten any worse until recently. And it's not like this. It's just, and I'm not even saying it's really blurry. It's just, I can tell there's, you know, age is catching up with me is what I'm guessing. So no, I didn't cheat, but that was the only reason I didn't cheat, was because I didn't want to lose this eye. It scared me so bad, losing this one eye. And I'm still terrified by it. Losing this other eye, oh, just terrifies me. So, well, I mean, I would just, everything would shut down for me. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to work on lawnmowers or drive or. So, what else is there going on? I guess I could still make YouTube videos. So, this guy, there's a lawnmower over there and there's a lawnmower over here. They're identical basically, except this one's the 2012 and that one's the 2005. So I was able to get that one running, the 2005. It wasn't hard. You had the spring in the wrong hole, the governor spring, so it wasn't running very fast. And then this one, no, this one's a nightmare. So, I mean, I just told him finally it wasn't worth it. Tried to get the cover off, the pull rope cover, and the little threads that are pressed in, and they were spinning. So when you tried to turn the bolt, the threads would just spin. It's like a nut, but it was a pressed in nut or whatever you want to call it. So I had to bend it enough so I could get in there with a pair of vice grips and hold that pressed in fitting so I could turn the top. And that took me forever. And then I welded those, tack welded them so they wouldn't spin while I was putting it back in. Well, then I wanted to check the ignition coil. That's the whole reason I took the top off. And the ignition coil has a cut in, well, the spark plug wire has a cut in it, and I think it's intermittent. It sparks sometimes and it doesn't other times. The pull rope is frayed, so that was going to get replaced anyways. But then when I tried to pull it, the wings didn't spread out on the pull rope assembly. Somebody's been in there and messed it up, so that would have to be replaced. And then when you check the oil, it is completely dry, bone dry. So I don't know what that is. It's either somebody ran it dry, or, I mean, it seems unlikely they ran it dry, or a seal has broke on it somewhere. I don't see any oil from coming underneath. I don't see anything dripping, but it's dry. So I called him and I told him all the things. You know, I said, once we get the onesie and twosie things done, we might be able to get it to run, but then who's to say what's going on with the oil? That could be an expensive fix. And so while we went to town real quick, somebody dropped off a weed eater. That was a simple fix. It was just an air filter. It was completely clogged. And you could take the air filter up, start it right up, it would run great. Put the air filter back on it, it would just shut right off. I tried to clean it, but it wasn't cleanable, so I went ahead and replaced it. And then I put a new fuel filter on it. That was an easy money. I mean, it took all 15 minutes. And then I called him. This is the guy that cuts grass around here. So I called him and let him know the weed eater was done, so he could get it back to his guys, his crew. And he says, they just called me and said he's got 3 mowers. He said his mower. I mean, I don't know how he claims they're all his mowers, but anyway, his mower. They just called and said it blew up on him or locked up. So he asked me to run up there and look at it. I did. I couldn't get it turned. The belts were fine, so they're going to bring it over. Let's hope it's something simple, like the starter's jammed up or something, or the flywheel magnets, because I mean, if it's a thrown rod or something, boy, that's a connecting rod. It's going to be costly. I looked up his engine. I think his engine is 26 horse. I looked it up real quick. It's the cheapest one I could find was on Amazon for $1,600 or $1,700, and I don't think he's going to want to spend it. He'll probably just go get another used one somewhere. I mean, that's how he kind of does business. It's just, he does scrapping. He scraps. I'm going to give him this mower, for example. So I'll look at it. I won't spend a lot of time on it because, you know, if it's locked up, I don't want to sit there and tear it all apart, tell him everything he needs to get it rebuilt, and then him tell me not to rebuild it. I don't think he's going to rebuild it anyways. So it's been a fairly slow week, and I was really thinking that things were going to slow down. Somebody called and said they're going to bring a mower Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure, I just feel comfortable that they actually are going to bring it over. They seem pretty confident. Then you get another guy that calls, hey, you got a belt I could buy from you? And then he says, oh, I got a push mower, I'll bring it over. No, you're not. You're never going to bring that push mower over. You can just tell when they're on the phone. I don't even know why they say it. So, but I don't know. It's starting to get in towards the end of the season, I guess. Although it keeps raining, so I don't know if we're at the end of the season or not. The guy that cuts grass, the one that's bringing that mower over, he thinks this is the last cutting. I don't see it. Maybe. It might be a week or might be another mow or two. I realize we're coming up into August, and that's typically when the mowing season kind of stops, but I don't think that's the case this year. It's just growing out of hand. So, but if it does stop, that's okay. We made pretty good money this year. I'm pretty happy with it. I decided to go ahead on my other channel. I've been running 2 videos a week. I reduced it down to 1. I told you I was going to do that in the fall time. Well, I went ahead and we're going to reduce it down to 1 a week through the winter. Now I got to be careful that my watch hours don't drop below 4,000 hours, which it probably will, or get real close to it. If they do, then I'm going to have to, get more views and that kind of stuff, because I'll get demonetized. I don't want to get demonetized. So I'll just keep, be very careful with it. But anyway, I'm going to once a week, and right now that takes me out to like mid-March for all my videos. So, and even if the watch's time starts to dip down and I need to recover, I don't need to be out to mid-March, I don't think. I'm sure I'm going to get some stuff throughout the winter. I did last winter. Chainsaw here, post hole digger, those kind of things. I'll get things, onesie or twosies things every now and then, which will give me some videos. And, there's other things I might be able to do. I got a whole stack of weed eaters down there some guy gave me. I might be able to rebuild 1 or 2 of those. And I can do some live feeds, maybe. That would give me watch time. The only thing that doesn't give you watch time is short videos. They don't calculate those, so. And that's so frustrating, is YouTube is really pushing out short videos. I mean, it just almost shut down long form format. But they don't pay, they don't calculate towards anything. It's just, I mean, I guess I'm complaining. YouTube's treated me pretty good through the years. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but that's why we started the lawnmower repair business, to make up the income that we lost from the YouTube drop. So hopefully the other channel, the new channel, will pick up speed. And it could be a few years before it does, though. We'll see. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video over on my other channel. Really appreciate it if you go check it out. So hope I can inspire you. I don't know, stay busy so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.